still trying to blame Frosk for absolutely everything on a network that none of us watched? Hello, everyone. I am Mecca. Who are you? Where are you here?
I'm Rob off camera.
And, I gotta chime in on this. All right, first off, I know what Frosk said. I know about the rant about sexism in gaming.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
But at what point did we just all decide that we love G4 so much that we're gonna keep dragging her for all eternity? Because I didn't watch it. I wasn't watching it again on the relaunch. I was really excited when they announced it. And like everybody else, I kind of forgot about it. Because I go to everyone else for that type of thing. I'll go to Angry Joe. I'll go to Jesse Cox. I'll go to every other YouTuber under the sun for my gaming information.
Isn't that what Jesse Cox said? There's a million G4s out there now?
Yeah. Jesse Cox said it on his 5-minute gaming news on his channel. That there's like a million. That's going back a ways. But remember, I'm like old school YouTube. I'm like, I still kind of view people like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye as YouTubers. So I'm just kind of baffled why we're acting like we're triggered that she tanked G4. And I don't even think she did at this point. Oh, but Mecca, she said a bunch of stuff and she came off like she yelled at all of us personally. All right. Granted, she did. I'll give her that. I've done that too, and I apologize for it. Not like it really matters. Because once you're on the list, once you're on the naughty list, once you're on the cancel list, then you're a target, then you're, but see, here's the thing that people don't understand when people want to cancel somebody on this side of the aisle. They call it holding people accountable. So this is all that's really happening is this big giant dog pile to try and cancel Frosk to off the internet because she said a whole bunch of stuff that she kind of has every right to say, has every reason to have that opinion. However, doing it on the G4 platform probably wasn't the place for it. But I am somebody who also gets a lot of that. Anytime you show up to any sort of geek sphere or place or open your mouth about something, you get grilled. I don't know. Do you guys, Rob, do you guys get this too? When you show up and you're like, hey, I like Star Trek, and they're like, oh yeah, prove you know like Star Trek.
Yeah, occasionally.
Because I think girls get it a lot more than guys.
They do.
Girls get it a lot more than guys, and I know people aren't going to want to hear that, especially from me. But Mecca, you're supposed to be on our side. Yeah, it was until the side kind of started proving to be no different than the left, and actually literally physically canceling people like Frosk, like AH, which we're going to get into talking about her as well, because that was if you don't dogpile and hold that one accountable, then you're not one of us. You're not on our side. So it gets to the point where I think we have to be a little more aware that that's what we're doing. We're literally canceling somebody. And is Henry Cavill really worth canceling somebody who is currently, sitting there only doing esports, only kind of unemployed-ish, recently married, has a wife to support, all this stuff, I feel kind of bad for her. And all the people on G4 that got mismanaged out of jobs. But I don't think it was Frosk's doing. I don't think that she tanked that company any faster than it would have tanked on its own. And I said it countless times, I probably said it countless times on this video. I am thoroughly 100% convinced that Frosk's rant made it survive longer with all the evidence that we saw, all the mismanagement, all of the nobody had any direction. Nobody had any direction beforehand. If they would have put Gina Darling front and center as Attack of the Show is back. They would have focused less on X-Play, because let's face it, we don't need reviews of video games that are 3 weeks old from corporatized people who got the fucking game for free anymore. We don't need that on YouTube. We don't need that as gamers. We don't listen to Kotaku anymore. Like this is what happened after G4. Kotaku and IGN and all these little publications. I think that's the big issue. Is when did the world decide that I have to defend Henry Cavill against what Frosk said? Why am I triggered by this? Why are we triggered by this as a whole? What has Henry Cavill ever done for me personally? He's an actor who I don't know, who I'll never meet, who's only ever said, hey, let's make sure the fans aren't treated like crap and let's give the fans what they want and don't attack them. Okay, I've done videos on that. I've earned a couple of bucks off of talking about him on YouTube. But why is this? Why are people triggered that she pointed out he dated somebody way younger than him? He was over 30 and he was dating a 19-year-old or something. Why can't she have her opinion on Henry Cavill, though? I mean, we're in this day and age where everybody's the moral police. Everybody's in the needing to prove that they're superior in some way or another, or needing to prove that they're more, virtuous. The virtue signal, as it were. And this is what I say. The same people who are so darn triggered by the trans teachers in school and stuff are not triggered by weird age gaps. They're not triggered because it's quote unquote legal. So there's a lot of hypocrisy here too. And the fact that we're in this day and age where everybody has to kind of dogpile to show people, oh no, your opinion's not right, your opinion's wrong. You can't have your opinion because, just because you have experienced something differently. Well, groupthink says otherwise. I don't know. Why can't she think it's a little creepy? I mean, the relationship didn't last anyway, did it? Right. Is that what we're talking about? A relationship that didn't even last? That he might have thought was a little weird and creepy. He might have just been at different places in the life. And she even said in her Twitter thread that she, at 31, can't possibly see dating somebody 19, and I'm kind of under the agreement. I see people in my own age group who are kind of too immature to date. So, what do you think? What do you think, Rob?
Well, listen, it's not for everybody. It's
I'm not going to be. I don't think I'm going to be triggered enough by it to yell about somebody else's opinion when I'm not in a relationship with either of these people. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I really get so mad about with these sort of articles and this sort of culture, because this is literally cancel culture. It's cancel culture. It's trying to cancel somebody for having opinions just because you disagree with them. It's holding them accountable for something on an opinion that, are we really upset about this? Because I'm not. I don't understand why people are triggered. I mean, these are the same people who are triggered by every gay teacher teaching kids.
Because of the G word? The G word.
But it's legal. Oh, but it's legal now.
Yeah.
But it's legal. I guess that's it. Oh, but it's legal. What he did was perfectly legal. Yeah, these are the same people who defended JD when he was perfectly legally stoinking and boning underage 17-year-old Winona Ryder. Because it was legal, So these are the same people. I mean, why are we listening to these people?
I like that word, stoinking.
So what's today's word, Cocky?
I'm gonna start using it from now on. Stoinking. That's then the word of the day. Stoinking. SCHTOINK. ING. Stoinking.
No, seriously, these are the same people. You can't win with it. Don't get me wrong. I don't care who he dates. I don't really think that you're legally capable of being an adult until you're about 25 or so, when your neocortex finally develops and your brain is capable of predicting the consequences of your actions. But hey, 17-year-old Winona Ryder was perfectly legal, so,
And that's just obvious sexism.
See, this is why I just can't be mad at this, because I've seen too much inconsistency on this. I've seen too many of the same people saying, oh, well, but the children, they're children, the gays are teaching children, and we don't want them to learn stuff from the gays, and we don't want them to be G-worded from the gays, and the L's, and the trans teachers, and all that stuff. And at the same time, well, that's perfectly legal. I mean, that's literally perfectly legal. I don't get it. So, why still cancel this woman? Is this really what we've become? This is cancel culture a millionfold. And who are you to talk, Mecca? You've made a million Brie Larson videos. I'm exactly the one to talk on this. I'm like, you know what? I didn't dogpile AH when everybody demanded I cancel her, and I'm kind of tired of everybody dogpiling Frosk. She has a lot of good points.
Without a doubt.
And she's kind of right about a lot of stuff. And I'm not going to be defending Henry Cavill because, let's face it, Henry Cavill, this is one. She's discovered now that Henry Cavill dated Gina Carano. And this whole Henry Cavill thing.
It's his private life. He can do whatever he wants. If he's not breaking the law, then morally and ethically, it might not be right. But that is between.
No. The people who care about morals only care about morals when it's gay people teaching children. They don't care about morals when it's
that is a judgment call for him to make, and him alone. Okay, it's again. You may recoil at the thought. I'm like, ooh, a 33-year-old man dating a 19-year-old. Okay,
I don't even care.
She's of consenting age. He's a consenting adult. As long as it's not coerced, or as long as he's not doing anything illegal, as long as he's not a her, then you know
can't say that word, that A word.
As long as he's not doing, as long as
doing anything to harm her.
Yeah.
But then again, you've got to argue. When can people, like, I'm to the point where I don't even care. I don't care about this. And I had more to say on just stop dogpiling Frosk already. You weren't watching G4 to begin with.
Don't pile on the rabbit, don't pile on the rabbit.
And everybody's so triggered by what she said, didn't watch the damn network anyway. No, really. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I mean, we have proof that you guys weren't watching, you know? It's like when people get mad at me for saying stuff. I'm like, you don't show up to me either. You know, the people who get mad at me, they'll show up just to get mad at me every so often.
Uh-huh.
It's serious. Enough internet culture. Now I gotta go over to Rumble and complain about why Jordan Peterson is a whiny bitch boy. Follow me over there, Mecca.
I'm Rob off camera.
Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
That's right.